Hey folks, it's Jason Simmons here. It's been a year since I did my first video, and I decided it's about time I do another one, and here are my predictions for TNA Lockdown 2010. And first match will probably be Rob Van Dam versus James Storm for the Lethal Lockdown advantage. I'm going to give it to Rob Van Dam. Kurt Angle versus Ken Anderson. Since Anderson won the ladder match on Impact, I am going to give it to Angle. TNA Knockout Champion Angelina Love and Tara versus TNA Knockout Tag Team Champions, the Beautiful People, where all the titles are on the line. I'm going to give it to the Beautiful People because Tara and Angelina got into a fight over the Knockouts title on the last episode of Impact. TNA X Division Champion Doug Williams versus Kaz versus Shannon Moore. I will give it to Doug Williams because, just because I like Doug Williams. Team 3D versus Scott Hall and Sean Waltman. Honestly, I could really care less about this match, but since I have to give a prediction, I'm going to give it to I'll give it to Scott Hall and Sean Waltman because something's gonna happen and they'll probably end up winning. Kevin Nash versus Eric Young. Kevin Nash or Eric Young? I'm gonna give it to Kevin Nash. And probably the semi-main event will be the Lethal Lockdown match, which is Team Hogan. That's comprised of Abyss, Jeff Jarrett, Rob Van Dam, and Jeff Hardy, versus Team Flair, which is comprised of Sting, Beer Money, and Desmond Wolfe. I'm going to give it to Team Hogan, just because, they have Abyss, and he's got the, power of the Abyssomaniacs, so forth. And then the main event, TNA Champion AJ Styles versus the Pope D'Angelo Dinero. I'm gonna give it to the Pope, but chances are AJ is going to retain because Flair will probably get involved somehow. And, AJ's gonna have Flair at ringside for him. Why can't Pope have Hogan at ringside for him? It'd be fair. But it's TNA, and they generally don't make sense. So, those are my predictions for TNA Lockdown 2010. I will probably post a results video the day after, and I'll let you know how I did.